Mic check. Give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator of nature. We do give thanks and praise. Greetings, free people. Once again, with us, step forward and present information, bringing honorable clarification, and again, from a grassroots perspective. Yeah, and nothing for people go crazy about, get upset about, try to, yeah, create all kind of, derision or division. No. You people do your own thing out there. You have that absolute right. Just like I have this absolute right to express my sovereignty accordingly. Now it's the Ahuuakh Indians spoken in that indictment of unconstitutional conduct. House of Dallas Academic Ceremonial Edition. Filed under the guardian seal of SURI. Copyright claim 2026 by Ahuuah. And again, we reserve all inherent fundamental rights and freedom. Yeah, we secure those things. Now, we say in our opening invocation, because we are chant out here for the West Indians. Well, go on here, sir. Come on. No? That's why I'm like, do the thing the next way, But I'll be patient here. Opening invocation. By sovereign voice and ancestral right, let this indictment be spoken as the empire wanes. Or wanes? The sovereign rises. I want to say the colonial empire decline. Well, most might not see it. However, we stand as Ahuuakh Indians, the living testament of ancestral law. Chapter 1, title of indictment. Let it be declared. 1. The United States immigration framework is charged with constitutional breach and jurisdictional trespass against the sovereign peoples of the West Indies. 2. Its statutes have overreached its definitions, have defied the sacred bounds of lineage and law. Chapter 2, abstract of charges. 1. We charge the colonial empire with violations of natural law, common law, and treaty authority. 2. It has replaced birthright with paperwork, covenant with codes, and sacred treaty with political convenience. 3. Thus the accused colonial empire stands guilty of unlawful dominion over sovereign persons. We'll just use it that way. Sovereign persons. Chapter 3, jurisdictional evidence. Under the triadic framework, the truth is revealed. 1. Natural law, birthright by lineage, not by statute. Yeah, to be specific, not by colonial imposed statute. 2. Common law, bound by ancestral covenant, not federal code. 3. Treaty authority, sacred bond, not political tools. 4. This stands as writ. Again, 4. Chapter 3, jurisdictional evidence. Number 4, this evidence stand as witness to the colonial empire's failure to honor lawful existence. Well, so them deal with the ones that, yeah, man, we're always construed as criminal out here. You know, for this sentence or not like that. Yeah, man, them just want internet vlogger say, hey, see him there, you better run. And if you don't run, judgment. Chapter 4, Sovereign Assertion. 1. We, the West Indian sovereigns, do not petition for inclusion. We not have no interest in our nonsense. We declare exemption. 2. Our identity is not granted by colonial statute, but affirmed by lineage. Yeah, man, consanguine. 3. The House of Dallas archives this truth as a living testament of lawful autonomy. Chapter 5. Verdict of sovereign law. 1. By the authority of natural law, common law, and treaty authority, the U.S., which is the United States Immigration System, is hereby declared unconstitutional and void of lawful jurisdiction over West Indian sovereigns. And can claim jurisdiction over people who agree to be a part of them citizenry and choose to be of some African descent. They'll always claim jurisdiction and control over those. But not the wild Indian, the ones that like I would know ourselves. Right? You know, at least express ourselves in a way where make we set apart naturally. Yeah, man. 2. The sovereign stand unbound, governed by the triune pillars of lawful freedom. What is the triune pillars of lawful freedom? Again, natural law, common law, and treaty authority. Remember, you know, them use the postal authority to establish them federal jurisdiction. That's where the treaty authority come from. It have to be contractual. You understand? It have to be engaged with, you say, sovereign parties. And like you a slave and them impose some one-sided contract and say, hey, yes, you are this. Them I tell you, you are this, and you wanna rebut it. It no work around here. So we have to change up these things. At least I have to establish this process. Because I already established our house and now we are moved into this new digital era. Yeah, as pioneer, I set the precedent, I set the standards outside the political, corporate, colonial, foreign construct. Yeah, man. And it's a step-by-step process. We above the ones that wanna have no vision, heads. The visionless now can really grasp what we are expressed. However, Chapter 6, Seal of Judgment. Under the crest of SURI, SURI our new crest where we are expressed. You know, say the old time thing, where you say we used to express, but now we're so creative. We are, you know, step forward now in this new dispensation, this new era, this digital era. Yeah, more, you know, you'd say appropriately. Yeah, man. And you know, step by step, when I ask permission to express yourself as sovereign, to express yourself as free, we don't need permission. Who gonna ask permission? Which one of these unlearned jokers are you insane out there? Nah, man, them weapons of mass destruction can't remove this truth. You understand? Yeah, man, can't extinguish this light. Yeah, man, this burning flame. Yeah, man, this illumination. Impossible. Why? Because see, tell me I do it. Simple. Again, under the crest of SURI, this indictment is entered into the archive. Let it be known The US colonial empire's statutes are all void. The sovereign's lineage is law. Closing benediction. 1. In honor, fidelity, and illumination, we speak not as subjects, but as sovereigns. We stand as Ahuuakh Indians, the living testament of ancestral law. And again, we give thanks. This is the image we want to see out there. And yeah, the basic effort where we are choose to express, it will go over a lot of people's head, and we can't really worry about ones where not worry about themselves. Yeah, under no circumstance we're gonna try. I say we care about people who have absolutely no interest in themselves. Yeah, man. And just like Noah, when Noah built him ark, and it had take him all of those whole heap of years, and something new I come forward, you know. But the people I said, well, we don't know nothing about that. So you know what you go on with your ark. It's no different from now. Similar situation, similar analogy. People are waiting on the government to prescribe some kind of path when the government is what usurp their authority and enslave them. How the government are gonna show you no way to be free. The government said them a sovereign, which is an impossibility. Because the sovereign only can, be placed upon the living man or woman. No corporation can be sovereign unless unlearned people agree to these things. So we have to share information in a way where brand new. Now go get much fanfare, but pay attention to the information and just look out there going forward. Look at all of the copycats where you're going to see emerge after a while. Again, as it has been said, when you're visionary, you're going to see things where people now can grasp, can't even imagine, can't conceive. Yeah, man, cannot conceptualize. So you have to just take time, put a thing on paper, express it in a way where as time manifests itself, yeah, like a glove, everything just fit together. So again, it's a step-by-step process. And again, the brave may fall but never yield. We say bold and brave, firm and strong, information share. If this thing a permit me, would I love to fire burn the immigration area again. However, yeah, there's always tomorrow. Now, we like to say philosophical reasoning. Yeah, because everybody have a public area. Every man and woman will have phone and YouTube and them thing that them have a public platform. No different from I. And I give thanks when I can use my public platform accordingly to express whatever it is we choose to express or do freely. And we now bring the earth and the arm out here. We now go really say, hey, we want to do this to you or that to you. No, what we do, we just talk our mind and talk with truth and express it in our way where sometimes, once we get a good laugh, I'm telling you already, I don't mind laughing at myself. Yeah, man, I love laugh at myself. Man. And at times we share information where it sound rough, but again, it's all a part of the comedic, engagement. Yeah, man. Remember, your people and used to tell us words are wind, but blows are unkind. I make people tell you about people, words do all kind of thing. Watch me now is whatever you choose to absorb and take in. This is why with accurate information or correct knowledge, it's hard for people outside of you or your circle influence you. Yeah, man. I am no influencer. I can't influence people. When me do, I live my life and express myself as an example, if nothing else. And I like me, I tell you, say, hey, me a sovereign man. I'm now make an effort to express that in my everyday life. And I like me, I tell you, say, hey, driver's license and these colonial enslavement and entrapment do not apply to me. I now go tell her these things and then me have proper driver's license and out there. You know what I mean? No. Some my things there. And the only reason why I don't see me out there on the road, I tell her already, say Babylon take one of things. I tell her already, say me is not the rich guy who come out here from uptown with all of the riches, or me is not the ex pharmaceutical operator or what they would have called drug dealer with all of these illicit wealth, bury something. Me and none of that, Rasta. I wasn't that fortunate. I was on a roll at one point where, you try this and you try that and you try put yourself together when you're young and silly. And you don't have much sense, but you try figure it out. God, there was no guidance. I be a pussy. You're looking at, be a sissy. You're looking at, so you can't find a real man. The only real man when me ever know probably my father was dead. And I never know that man. Probably said the man 2 times. So I can't talk about it's not a real man to look up to. I am that. Yeah, me not need no. At my age now, I can look and say, boy, warrior, you're a real rascal, man. Yeah, whole heap of boy out there. All as them is a boy, them a pussy them. Brawling, me can say that. And them know it. Them know them are some mimic feminine sissified men. But them report themselves like woof woof woof. You know what I mean? And when me I talk about these things, me have images in my meditation when me I fire burn to the poor car on a weak. One has always been weak. Yeah man, and at my age now me can look and look, what was and said, Jano, yeah. Cause when I hear me talk, it's like when me talk my truth, cause remember, me is a man, I grow in a community where I play football, so a lot of people know me. Me is a man when me in I get me have some man with twice my age and thrice my age look for me and say little, cause little and bigger, them say little. And you be a look up to, and me a child, can you imagine them pressure? I could remember when we reach a foreign and pass back through on the island and box some of them ones and at the very same energy. And me I say, oh, they want to you. You know what I mean? I better you tell me, say, come help you so you can come stand up and do all of these expectations where you have of me. People now gonna know so enough youth have them kind of energy they well, them just loyal to a T. That was my fault. Yeah, man, we just loyal, man. Loyal, man. All when you forget push away. Yeah, man, if I forget detrimental where it cost me so much when I have to say, okay, so it's still. But you learn, you grow, you evolve, and then you accept everything, you accept you being a silly guy, and you accept all of the other silliness where you experience. You have to accept these things, and not them things that we deal with. Yeah, man. Telling us, say, boy, I don't know depression, because you were depressed for years and can't put a name to it. And I man walk through all of those adversities by myself, people. Yeah, man, every time I want to get close to me, them it's like they have electricity. It's like them just get shocked and take off. Or me have to just move away. Put it that way. Yeah, man. But we've been there and I say, hey, I hate people or I'm a bitter, never that. But if you walk through my community and talk to basic people, you'll be surprised how them talk about me. Outside of the people, them might naturally not in nothing with me, because you have those stuff. But if it's 1,000 people you talk to, you probably have one, two, three where say them not like me. And the rest I got truly adore me. Yeah, all when them can't get access to me. That's how it go. So everybody now go greet you and say, hey, no. You go have some with us can't deal with you just like oh you go look out there and see somewhere you now can't really deal with. You avoid them. And me as a man, I don't mind the avoidance I am like avoid the ones them man and keep the peace. Rather than talk to you man and we maintain the peace. Because sometimes if you go talk to me or you go heal me with one of them crab up energy they like them little untidy spirit there. I better you keep your mouth shut and nobody say good morning. Don't say nothing at all. That's past because you're already upset. You already not like what you're looking at. Yeah. So you just keep your mouth shut and nobody try encourage nobody to talk to you. Because if you go say good morning, I probably want to say good morning. Even when we see the energy. And me I wonder, hey, you know, but sometimes we have to just smile because you gotta realize the life I just experience. One of the things when we discover with my grandmother is when you get old, you're alone as yeah, yeah. Nobody now want to around you no more because you can't help yourself. So people have to pay other people to take care of you when you get old. Or when you have your own children. And I see that, me experience that, me know it God. I see how the little ones, them would have be the grandchildren, them how them treat the grandparents when them old, and me use that as a reminder if you not deal with them little picnic there, because if them deal with grandma like that, what you think I'm gonna do with me? And for them picnic, I'm gonna do with me when I'm old. So I mean I want them around me. All you have to do is show me where you deal with and me where you acknowledge and accept it and deal with it accordingly. But now have to try to change nobody. And we're not gonna try that neither. Yeah man. When you're old, people ignore you, man. I'm telling you. You make all kind of sacrifice for your loved ones, them, and then when they get old and things, them can't bother, cause it's hard. You have some of we, when we get old, where they would give so much trouble. Yeah, especially if we wild when we're young. And when this thing, this kind of ailment where you call Alzheimer's and them thing, is the next thing that. But people not worry about these things because they not have them experience that. They not have nobody but old but them have to take care and you know what I mean? So they don't know them side there. Yeah man. Especially the ones them where think them slick. You have some people that use you up when you're young and when you're old, when you forget the benefits all the way, you know, you work for, especially when you go for people back in the days I used to have a style where, you know, when you're there foreign and you have your children, you send for your mom, make sure you come stay with the grandchildren and then think, I never do none of that mess. Never have that kind of privilege there. But when I know if people do them thing then now, old time people used to do that, you know, where you get your mother or your people and visa and then come up and grow your children and when them get old, them should have the round them now, forget all of the benefits and the Medicare and all of these things when they're old. Most people don't do that. They don't want that now. Use you up and then dump you back in Jamaica where medication and healthcare are non-existent unless you're extremely wealthy, not even just rich. 'Cause everybody rich now. Everybody rich now. So you have to be extremely wealthy to get good medical attention here on this island. And people would just ignore that. I may experience them thing, they must say them thing the first time. Yeah, man. Them thing that concern me, make me say to myself, say, then if me ever fortunate enough to live to get old, then All me a man like me, them gonna give me problem. Yeah. Cause if you now have your children will love you, it will have a different love there. Cause you have children where, yeah, them now send them parents now where them are do it, especially if them can afford to. You understand them? I say, oh, mommy, and me, I take care of you, mommy. Or daddy, no, man, and me, I take me, I come be with me. I'm on my way. You have children like that, but them rare and very rare. And me, you know, personally, say one of the hardest thing. When you know, all like me, when me used to see my grandmother, strong, I come from town with back on her head and all two sitting there and like nothing and balance like nothing. And then she gets so old where she can't help herself. Hey, them things that break you. So, on that part there, I know so a lot of people can't deal with it. And I say them no want to do the work, you know, them just can't psychologically them can't manage it. Them rather pay somebody and manage it. Make sure whoever's supposed to do take care of them parents, them do a good job. Them would do that. But most of the people, them just ignore your ass. Them forget you, my guy. And watch me now. How me can say all of these things? Because I'm up on the island about from 2010. Yeah, about 16 years now. And I experienced them things that's like you're dead. It's like you're literally dead. It's like all me have to think about some community where me used to play ball and pass through and say, boy, I wonder if me did actually do these things. Me did actually live a waterford. Me did actually live in a Greenwich farm. So you have to check now, because you better write a book, write your own story. Everybody have a story about you, you know, but when you want to talk your story, everybody get silent and get upset. And yeah, so then why? Oh, you can say all kind of things about me, and if me say this is my truth. Oh, why everybody upset? Oh, why everybody quiet? You understand? When I think me, I gonna give I won't care zero about absolutely nobody feeling out there. Who care anything about mine? Eh? When everybody have brag about them have all kind of things where them couldn't create on their own. And on still I look for me, I got through it. I could remember a couple of years ago, me used to walk go over the park, go do my life, cause my internet off in my house. Can you imagine that? Internet I think at the time about $6,000 so. About $9,000 or $10,000 me I pay now. Tell them some want my thing speed up through it stick. And all when I pay the extra money, this mess still will stick, but I'm not gonna complain, I work with it. But yeah, it's like one thing I can say though, truth are truth. And I now come pretty up myself like me a good guy. I tell them I say me are the worst. Yeah, man, but the best of me now. Never ever come out here come go on like no pretty. I'm not go punch you in your face when me young. When I'm old, I'm not go do that now. I talk to you and talk and cuss you and warn you and run down left you. But when me young, I probably will get physical with you. Because remember you're young and silly. And then if you go violate and feel like you know there's no consequence, that's where you go wrong. You go wrong. Yeah man. But them thing there when you're young, when you're old, rather just reason with people who can speak and reason. When you're done something, we realize that you're done something, you can't reason. I don't want to talk to me, they don't want to talk to you. You're going to say something wrong to me, and they're going to say something wrong to you, and it's coming like at the Wild West. Who going to be first on the draw? You understand? Yeah, I saw it like a bit, because something going to trigger off, because something going to brew. So me rather cut off your nasty blood clot. Uh, as long as me know, I go foreign and live there. I never catch with a girl. Me never have to live under no girl. Me never have to go catching on a woman house for not even a day. Me never live that way. I might be out of town and my brethren them have ends and I dep on the ends and by the time you look me get a woman for myself so I not have to dep on the ends if I not choose till me get me apartment and yeah. When I go in a foreign, I sleep on my uncle and floor every time until yeah, well not every time. First time you know you get everything nice. After that, you know, you just rough it out. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Right now, most people they are yard and the mind can go in a foreign and bounce it on somebody floor for a 2, 3 months or a 6 months and launch out. Everybody launch out. But you have some people act like on a sudden launch out. Them act like them would have a trust fund when them go in America. You understand? And me I tell you, I said, one underestimate is the Babylonian and them methodic recordation. Because one can't buy house, car, land, nothing at all without it being recorded. And them are going to say, so how much money you deposit to get the house? And them might tell you $20,000. And everybody might think, oh, it's easy for us to get $20,000. Oh, yeah. Remember when me I try save for reach $10,000, I say I want to reach, and it take me one long time. I go back and forth. I save like crazy. For try for reach at 10,000 US dollar for say, all right, we can look on that. I made it up and down. So how you gonna tell me say yeah wash people clothes and nonsense, man. You know, for that start the truth and compensate ones for the things they want to do and just call it a day. Everything good. That is it. And sometimes, you know, life itself will teach you a lesson, but I'm not to be upset when on a slaughter and slander and make you know, with children them have to come up a certain way when it never necessary. Yeah, but I remember when me have all plans for certain community. Greenwich Farm and Waterford are them community that I grew up in. And me have, you know, a old footballer where we love athlete and not just football, but football are my thing. So if I little running and this and that, we always we at least have support and a look. We might not participate, but football we might get active in. And Waterford, me always look on bottom field, I feel down at the fifth world on a train line here. There, so I don't remember what I brethren anything, my coach. Fat brethren where have bow leg. I don't know if I'm alive or dead. You know man like old feet and them man they down there said we. But they always as a youth me I say round here so can build up in a little mini stadium cause at them idea they not just like Tinsepen. I said Tinsepen can be an official mini stadium where it just put together and maintain and all kind of other people can come use the field and them vision there but warrior you can't step on them vision there without resource because you know you can ask for help to do these things. That's why when I get involved in I try coaching and that. No. I remember how coaching go, I remember Toto Grant. When me a little boy, you know, man. Toto Grant just come link me and say, him a build a team and him want me captain the team. I saw me go play ball. Yeah, man. And Toto Grant as a coach, I fed up on the sideline with him knapsack and him thing in him bag. Yeah, man. And I don't know where Toto will get rich. Toto just do the thing for empower we as a youth and believe it or not. It's a power, but when you don't have the backing, you get beaten, put it that way. Because if a man come in with fee money now, all you as a coach, you just come in like a figurehead. Because he might tell you who to play, when to play, who to treat. You can't do nothing because you don't have a dime, so I'm not get involved. Me not have the resource to do the things that I'm not get involved with. Because I'm not going to subject myself to no inferior, nothing at all. I'm not a guy where unlearned because them have money, I got dictate terms. I can't work like I rather not get involved. Everything take resource, every single thing. Yeah man, and people not support people unless them famous. Yeah. You have to famous so people support you. And when you're famous, what kind of support you want? You're already famous. So the logic out there kind of crazy. So I not follow it. I know the earth is out of course, so I'm not play with it. But that's do my own thing. Yeah, man. And take it step by step. That's all it is. I not gonna live forever. I don't know which one I wanna will. But I just want to perform some work and place some information where, last on into perpetuity. That's it. Yeah, man. Bring clarity, nothing to prove. But I don't know, you know, I am lazy type of thing. I can read and write type of thing. And yeah, yeah, I am backward type of thing. No, man. If I have burn the political nonsense, cause that's what it creates. Low IQ elements. Whether them, you know, believe it or not. Really. Because them not talk freedom and them not talk sovereignty. Them a look for political ruler. What nonsense. Anyway, only truth we know sovereign, yeah, man. So, yeah, we stay grounded and anchor right there. So, and I can't wait for find it interesting when ones are gonna feel like say, hey, you're wrong or you lie or you just try refute what me I say. I just come with a story now so me can come out really. Yeah man, and express and bring the validations and the receipts and all of these things. Remember, we already got through the adversity of fire. All I know we're supposed to be loved ones and family members and ones we care. Wanna watch, wanna look, wanna observe, and more so enjoy. And here I am still the same way. I put in the work, I share information, and I live up. Yeah, whether you believe it or not, we live our best life, man. And I want to think it is. The peace of mind, the clarity, the tranquility. Yeah, man. And that it for we. You might have forgot party and wind up on that fat body girl and say, yeah, you know what I mean? You're having fun. While me just get a nice high grade weed or some of them hybrid cars, so it's still now. And when I respond for some sodomite out there, my weed have to grab up. Yeah, my buy grab up by the leaf. Me a tobacco man, me a Indian. So tobacco in my blood. Yeah, me not smoke cigarette and them nonsense there. No. My chalice. Yeah, my service, my cup, my reverence, my sanctuary. Yeah, but I find some me I make some subtle change because me I wonder what go on. The coffee taste gone from me. I now use up my coffee in quite a few days now and I say I go to store and I don't purchase my coffee. In fact, right now some ginger tea me have a sip and me I say, sure, give thanks for it. So when I tell her once and this is what you need to do or this is what you should not do, we I say, watch you know. We just have to take it step by step. I remember we talk about the parasitic cleanse. Yeah man. And what them saying, or you would just find whatever it is where organic and work for you within your time frame. But you would just have to know say if a meat you eat or this kind of meat, you just kind of refrain from it. You don't have to advertise these things. You understand? Or you minimize it. You don't have to advertise these things. Self improvement is just that about you, not everybody. That's the problem with most of our people. Yeah, man, them want everything public, everything publicized. And what them fear have another public, we can't find it, which is their declaration. Yeah, man, you have to make a declaration of war against the colonial empire. That's what a declaration really means. It's a declaration of war, people. paper warfare. Cause them genocide here on paper. Yeah, man. Anyway, ride out for a few, me give thanks. Yeah. May the Most High guide and protect the ones them in all the ones them ways and all the ones them endeavors and bless the them out there perpetually. Again, indictment for these declining colonial empire. Fire burn down the court. Give thanks. Stay bold and brave. Stay wild and free. Stay firm and strong. Ahuuakh Indian nation.